can hear my computer just like trying to like handle all of it.
Yeah.
All right. Well, what's up, guys? It's another No Man's Sky live audio stream discussion. This is Jeff. I am accompanied by
Patrick.
All right.
One and only.
The one and only. So he is the Highlander. True story, ladies and gentlemen. We have the Highlander in our presence.
Yep. Yep.
We might have too young of an audience that knows what the Highlander is.
I don't know. Maybe. There could only be one.
Yeah, right. So, big news. No Man. Well, not big news. Big rumor.
Rumor.
Absolute rumor. Not confirmed. We here at No Man's Sky Stream are not taking a side. So we're just gonna let the cards fall where they fall. You know what I mean? We're gonna be patient. We've been waiting for this game long enough. Honestly, Patrick's actually been waiting longer than I have.
And I'm not, even if it does get postponed by any way, I'm still not mad. I figure it'd be for something good. So, and either way, I mean, I guess I can waste some more time. I'm at that point, you know, it's just like, whatever, man.
We got enough games to keep us occupied. Overwatch just came out, which I have actually yet to purchase. I saw my buddy actually playing it, and to be fair, and we were kind of talking to this, and we'll get to it later in the stream, but, you know, multiplayer and those kind of big, just 100% multiplayer focused games, they're not really my thing personally. That's not why I buy a game. The only game that I really bought for that was Battlefront for Star Wars, and that was simply
Nerd!
It was nostalgia, man. I mean, you get to fly around in a freaking X-wing. I mean, I have the Turtle Beach X-wing special edition, or not special edition, or whatever, the headset thing. I'm a Star Wars geek. I love it. It's nostalgic for me. I bought the Battlefront special edition, whatever that seasonality holiday bullshit PS4.
Oh yeah.
I got it for a ridiculous price at Target. The guy gave me like 15% off because it was the damaged box. It was great.
Yeah,
So.
man. That's awesome.
But
Well, I mean, I'm not that far off. I'm really, really looking hard at that new Ninja Turtles game.
yeah, you were showing me gameplay of that. It looked all right. It wasn't. I don't know if it was for me, but again, you know, that's it's kind of in the same boat with No Man's Sky. This game's not going to be for everybody.
Nope.
You know, and games are, you buy games because you want to play them.
Yeah.
And I bought the only other multiplayer game I own is Battlefield 4, and I actually bought that because my friends were playing it.
Yeah.
And I got into, because I'm a hunter. I'm from northern Michigan. I mean, we hunt deer, we hunt bear, we hunt caribou, we hunt elk, we hunt moose, we hunt basically whatever we can throw on a grill, to be honest with you. And I am one of those kind of douchebag Battlefield 4 players that is a sniper, and I will get into strategic positions, and I will just piss the hell out of you. I really will. I will snipe you, and you will have no idea where I am, because I will relocate. And it's very frustrating, and I don't score a lot of points. I just like to play and kind of take in everything, to be honest with you. And I don't know, and you know, now might be a good segue into the whole multiplayer conversation that we were having earlier.
Right. I mean, with this whole rumor and with everything, you know, my thoughts are, I mean, if it is true, which I still don't think so, if it is true, it's probably for something along the lines of multiplayer, finding a better way of finding your friends in No Man's Sky, you know. I think it's going to be something along those lines, and then possibly, you know, down the line even, it'll be, you know, finding a war room or whatever, you know, pitting your starship against everything.
Yeah. And hey, what's up, Brandon? What's going on, man? Welcome to the broadcast. And we were kind of talking about the multiplayer aspect, and that could be. That could be, and again, man, you guys, this is just a rumor.
It's all. I mean, this is a couple of dudes talking about it.
Yeah,
so.
we're not confirming anything. We're not going to be showing any images of any hearsay. We're not joining sides or anything.
No, that's not us. That's not us. We're here for the conversation.
Yeah, I went into 2 GameStops today just because have a lunch, and there's a GameStop right down the road from me, and then I ride 10 miles to work and back every single day, so I pass another GameStop, so I checked in on there, and I honestly checked in to see if they got their media kit because I wanted some posters, to be honest with you. That's why I went in, because I wanted to see if they got their media kit in so they could give me some posters. Unfortunately, they haven't gotten any posters in, so that was kind of a null effort, but I didn't even ask them, to be honest with you. I didn't. It's just not that big of a deal, to be quite honest with you. And if it's delayed, you're right. It's probably delayed for a damn good reason. Sean Murray tried to pull out of the VGAs. He tried to pull his trailer out of the VGAs because he didn't feel it was ready. Because in an interview, he kind of gave it to the team and says, "Hey, who thinks that this trailer is ready for the VGAs?" And one person said yes. One. So he immediately called his friend Jeff to kind of say, "Hey, man, you don't feel it though. This is ready. Let's pull it out. Let's get the hell out of here. I don't think this is a good thing to do." And Jeff was like, "Hey, we're already kind of too far down the rabbit hole. We can't really do that." And lo and behold, it was a huge success.
Oh yeah,
huge success.
Beautiful trailer too.
So to be fair, I don't blame Sean Murray for playing this massively close to the chest this entire time.
No.
Don't blame him. And we've touched on this in other streams. It kind of brings back the old style of gaming announcements and gaming releases.
Right. And then, I mean, you can I've even mentioned it once before, take it all the way back, to the Hitchcock days and the way he used to present his trailers.
Oh, for sure.
So.
For sure. The one aspect I actually thought about, though, as I was reading last night, and I'm in digital media. I actually manage a digital agency in Chicago here. And I was actually reading through all of this and realizing kind of the buzz that created last night. And my mind just immediately went to the marketing aspect of this entire rumor. Mm-hmm. And I actually posted on Reddit, and it got a couple responses. Not so much of the marketing engagement that I thought it would gather.
Of course not.
But what if this? I mean, we're all familiar with guerrilla marketing. Everybody is familiar with guerrilla marketing. We're all accustomed to it. We know that it's prevalent in our everyday life. It's what if this is a new form of social troll marketing, and it's like a Schrodinger's cat type of situation. We have this massive rumor out, and it is neither confirmed nor denied. Therefore, we have this box with a goddamn cat in it, live or dead. 100%. This is 100% the kind of quintessential environment for gamers to kind of just throw any and all ideas out into the social marketplace. Mm-hmm. And that's what's happening on Reddit. I mean, that's exactly what's happening on Reddit. If you guys have even gone on Reddit on the No Man's Sky game thread, people are losing their minds over this. And that was my one thing, and it's created not only about, I think someone actually calculated it was about 3,000 Facebook threads. And I'd love to see the Twitter performance on the PlayStation Twitter account, the No Man's Sky Twitter account, and the Hello Games Twitter account. Because just by my observations alone, because I started following them this morning, they started around roughly 86,000 followers on the Hello Games Twitter account. They ended today at about 89,000. That is 3,000 user increase in less than 24 hours. That had to be about 9 to 10 hours.
Right.
That is unprecedented growth. And I'm not going to say that it's a smart marketing play, but holy shit.
Well, yeah. I mean, I don't even know. This isn't totally my realm, but I mean, it seems like it's a positive marketing play. To me, it's almost positive.
The only quantifiable formula that you can actually apply to understand if this is actually a good tactic or not is to say, all right, this is how many that we actually lost on pre-orders. This is how many people canceled their pre-orders. This is how many people were actually inspired by the articles and everything that's going out in the gaming industry right now.
Right.
This is how many people gained that interest, gained that engagement, and went out and were now engaged with No Man's Sky.
Right.
It's very, very hard to quantify social engagement in terms of back-end revenue. I understand that, but oh my God, just the social buzz that was garnered from this sheer stupid freaking rumor. It's crazy. It is absolutely crazy. And I haven't seen anything. Hey, if the chat has seen something that I haven't, but I haven't seen any confirmation nor denial by Sony, by Hello Games, by Sean Murray himself, by Grant Duncan. No one. I haven't seen anything. And I was pretty much worthless at work today because of it.
God. Yeah, I mean, it's uncharted territory at this moment. I mean, to the point, like I said, like we touched on this, last stream. This is the first time I've actually pre-ordered a limited edition of anything, in gaming, and it's all because of this type of, all the different, just the chats, the IGN videos, those little teases, and then not knowing much about it, and then it's just playing to the things that I've always wanted to do as a kid, So it's interesting.
Yeah, and
I can't really say much about it.
Well, Cassie, take it easy. The dachshund's getting a little grumpy. She's tired. And we were kind of alluding to this before we got a little sidetracked. The multiplayer aspect just does not entice me. And I don't mean I don't want to play with you.
No, of course not. I mean,
or does that mean I want to play with you?
Oh, I don't know. In this case,
it's just that I don't think that this game necessarily has to have that massive multiplayer match fixing type mentality to it. I just don't think it is a necessity, and I'm hard pressed to think that that's why they would issue a delay on the game. It's got to be maybe some mad swooping bug, if it's true. I mean, even if it's true.
Right.
I actually did see a highly educated post on Reddit today about a guy that's been working in the game development industry for about 12 years. And he said that some things come up like this at the last minute, where it's the save function. Where it comes down to the save loading and things of that nature, and the scripting of that, and the coding of that, which makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
That completely. I mean, it's understandable that code and those engineering aspects would cause delays. Because, I mean, I code. In my job, I have to code every single day. And I have to develop every single day. I have to develop API feeds and things of that nature. And things come up. It does. They do. And it's unforeseen things. Like, your clients update the website and your complete code falls off. And it's like, oh, you've got to be kidding me. So, we actually have a couple comments in the chat. Yeah, Jorge, it's not confirmed, buddy. I'm not spreading rumors here.
No,
not at all.
The possibilities and what our thoughts are on that, and that's it. I don't.
Yeah, it is not confirmed, my man. Nor is it denied. But we are here at No Man's Sky Stream. We are honestly taking a complete freaking turkey type freaking stance on it. We are neutral, my man. We are completely freaking neutral.
Just want to get our thoughts out and want to hear other people's thoughts and continue a conversation.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, if you guys have any thoughts on it, let us know.
Right.
I mean, we're definitely open to discussing any sort of theories that we have. I mean, I've heard theories that they might even debut it earlier at E3. What is E3 is June 18th through the 24th? Yeah. No. It's earlier than that. It's like the 14th through the 18th.
I don't know.
It's one of those. Something like that. Yeah, I've seen theories that they might debut it early. And this is their way of... I mean, honestly, and I dubbed it, and it's trademarked. I'm trademarking it right now. I'm calling it social troll marketing. That's 100% what it is. Because you're neither confirming nor denying the rumor that is substantiating your overall increase in user engagement. And that's what's creating that Schrodinger's box sort of theory. No one has any idea what's going on right now. So they're creating that buzz, and they're not doing anything about it. They're just letting that buzz fester.
Right.
And they're going to let someone else open up the box.
Right.
And they're going to let someone else watch that cat either come out alive or come out dead.
Right. Right.
And I like it just brings back that whole old school aspect of gaming, man.
Right.
Just releasing that game, and I'm just glad they're not doing what like kind of EA did with Battlefield 4, where it was just releasing it was just buggy.
Most games are though.
It struggled, but it struggled, and it Battlefield. I mean, you could say the same thing for the Division, but the Division it was
Same
playable.
with every game.
It was but the Division was playable. Battlefield 4 was almost unplayable.
Was it?
Yeah, it's bad. It would. I'm not going to say that you couldn't play the game, but like from a pure just getting in and having some fun with your friends and being able to connect and all that good jazz. Yeah. It's just kind of struggled.
George, by the way, I also hope it's not, but you know, like we said, it's.
But would it be bad? That I want to pose the devil's advocate because that's just kind of the asshole that I am. Would it be bad? What if there's like an overarching thing that they're trying to work on to make the game better?
Well, you mean like take in what people have been complaining about and reading what everybody and listening to what everybody wants?
Maybe they're trying to add land vehicles. I don't know why they would try to be doing that this late.
I don't know.
I'm just trying to make the best kind of this bad situation that this rumor has caused.
Again, is it a bad situation?
Mm-hmm.
I guess if you're gonna do it like it's being delayed, why should I get the pre-order then?
I guess the negative connotation that it's actually established surrounding this game.
Yeah.
That's actually a better depiction of the situation
I
right
suppose.
now.
Yeah, I get you.
It's not a bad situation. It's just kind of clouded in mystery.
The whole game is.
I was just about to say that.
That's the beauty of this. The whole game is clouded in history. Wow, I can't even talk. Clouded in mystery.
That's true. That's true.
So, if things are true in any way that what we've been hearing over the time, shoot, 5-10% of the actual game has been seen.
That's insane.
So, why wouldn't they play this up?
It's kind of weird, and I agree with some of the people on Reddit how, like, because Sony's doing all the marketing for this. It's interesting how no one has come out and made an official statement when social media is such a driver of revenue nowadays. It's just, and these people, and I can tell you 100% because I worked for larger agencies here in Chicago. And Sony is currently being managed by Karat, which is a French agency. Trust me, they definitely have people monitoring social media. 100%. They are 100% aware of everything that is going on right now. And, dude, I manage Hollywood Casino, and I know what's going on in their social media on a daily basis, and I manage 30 of them. So, come on. Like, if I can know what's going on with 30 Hollywood casinos, I'm pretty sure Karat knows exactly what's going on with Sony PlayStation's social media account.
Right.
They're knowing the buzz. They know what's going on. They are completely aware of what's going on. There is a method to the madness. There has to be. Because they would not make this decision to just simply not confirm or deny. Just to simply hide. They're not pulling the covers over their head and saying, you can't see me, I can't see you. Right. They're not doing that. There's no way. That's not how Karat's going to handle their business. We got some comments here. Patrick, you want to handle them?
Well, yeah, with the mystery from Brendan there. Yeah, Brendan. It's along the same lines. Of course it's milking it, and of course it's kind of a toss-up. You have different mentalities where, some people might... the now mentality that, it's not out now, then, I'm not going to get it. We're all wired a little differently in these cases. Like, me, for example, I'm okay with it being delayed if it is. At all. I'm not happy about it, but, and you're right, it is that social media. It's all coming down to that buzz.
Yeah. And Derek says... I doubt it that you can lose pre-orders over delays. The only reason that I actually alluded to that fact was I'd actually seen a couple threads in Reddit saying that it pre-order canceled, and they just simply 100% canceled the pre-order. Whether or not they were just blowing off steam or not, whether or not they were just
yeah,
I don't know, clickbaiting. Who knows, right, man? Right. I don't really know. That was really the only kind of basis of my comment, to be honest with you. And But that is the only, and that's really the only quantifiable metric that you can apply to see if this is a viable marketing tactic, is what I was kind of alluding to.
Mm-hmm.
So because you can measure how many pre-orders get canceled based on the days that you announce something, and trust me, there's analytics on digital marketing that you would not believe. And you can actually measure the amount that you lose based on a certain announcement or certain industry shifts, and you can actually quantify it. It's actually pretty easy, to be honest with you. And that would be the one metric that you would have to be able to back into whether or not this is actually a market viable tactic in terms of advertising. You would have to see how many people actually, were not interested initially in No Man's Sky that were actually engaged with it at 9 o'clock last night when this story first came out.
Right, when you texted me.
Yeah, right. and then measure it from there and show the new user engagement. So we call that unique clicks or unique search queries. And you would have to measure that influx and that percentage against the mathematical algorithm of those that dropped off on the pre-orders. So, like Sean Murray always says, you use maths.
Yeah, right.
Lots and lots of maths.
English maths.
Lots of maths, algorithms. It bothers me every time he says maths. It really does.
It's English though.
I know. I mean, they said Z for Z.
It's also the Canadians.
Oh, that's true. That's right. I used to have dual citizenship. I was a Canadian at one point.
You lived like right by the border.
No, I lived in Canada. Lived in Sarnia.
Oh.
I had to have dual citizenship because I played baseball over there.
Oh.
Yeah, my first 2 years.
Really?
Yeah, man. Canadian American. Woo! For like 2 years.
Right.
I got sponsored by my university. It was funny as hell. It was great. Well,
That's
that's just a funny fact about me. I used to be a Canadian American. Woo!
Baseball player.
Now I'm just American. Yeah, now I'm just an American softball player with a blown out rotator cuff. It's great. It's wonderful. But yeah. But going back to the multiplayer aspect, kind of what we were alluding to in the beginning.
Right.
If that could potentially be the cause of the delay.
I mean, I can see the fun. I mean, if it is truly a multiplayer thing, I can see the fun in that. And I can see, hey, it's like, do you dare go into this battlefield of, whatever's going on, into this war room and risk your ship?
Is it going to be another Division extraction where you're just fearful of going into any sort of realm whatsoever with any other user? Because that was the main fear of the early days of the Division. You would literally go to try and extract something and you would just be bombarded with other users just taking your shit.
Yeah. Raider mentality.
Mm-hmm.
But, I mean, if that's all, even true, I mean, even with the thing where they say, hey, if your spaceship blows up, it's gone. How would that play into that?
You lose all your upgrades.
Yeah.
Everything that you've built.
Don't you?
And I'm sorry, but I mean, if we're going to talk about, we haven't actually touched on how we're going to play the game. You and I. We've talked about. We actually had a really good question from one of our viewers last stream about what we're going to do once we get to our first planet, but we haven't actually touched on how
we're going to progress through that planet.
How we're going to play the game. Like, how we're going to actually go about, are we going to be combative? Are we going to be passive? Or are we going to be researchers? Are we going to simply scour every planet that we can on our eventual, or our inevitable adventure towards the center of the universe? We haven't really touched on the very, very granular parts of that.
No, we haven't.
That could be... It could be a nice little topic, potentially, to go into very granular detail. Well,
I mean, in an overarching and an overviewing way, how do you think what would be your next step after the planet? Just your next step. I'm not saying the whole path.
So, all right, if I wind up on a planet, whether it's barren or not, whether it's fruitful of life, whether it's completely barren, I will stay on that planet for a while, to be fair. But as soon as I get out into space, I'm going to look for a space station. I think that's the first thing I'm going to do. And I want to know what my ship options are right off the bat. So when I travel to that next planet, I know what I have to procure in terms of resources. I have to know what the trading currencies are. So I know what all these things are before I go to maybe the next moon, before I maybe go to the next planet, and I see these resources and I know, okay, this resource I know is going to get me to this stage in my suit, or this stage in my ship, or this stage in my multi-tool. I'm a guy that likes to know, I guess, what I am working towards in terms of the very granular aspects, in terms of resources. And that will eventually and inevitably get me towards the center of the universe, which is ultimately what I'm going to be doing. I am going to go to the center of the universe. I am not going to just kind of jump around and play this game for years and years and years. I'm going to jump, and I'm going to try to get to the center of the universe, not as fast as possible, but in the most, I guess, storied gameplay type of methodology that I possibly can.
As immersed as possible.
Yeah, as immersed as possible. And I can see myself having a Fallout 4 mentality to this, where I just have a mission, and I start on that mission, and I get pulled off and sidetracked for hours on end. I can see it. 100%.
Oh, yeah.
And not to give out spoilers, but what I'm actually going to be doing, and what we're actually going to be doing through, well, Patrick and I, me specifically, what I'm going to be doing through this stream is I'm actually going to be setting up my live streams on this channel diversified by days. So my gameplay is actually going to be day 1, day 2, day 3. And it's going to give you guys kind of a feel of how many days that I've actually been immersed on a planet or in this solar system, or what I've been doing on day 1, day 2, day 3. And what I'm eventually going to be doing is, once I get kind of further along this storyline, is I'm going to completely open up the adventure to you guys, and it's going to be kind of like a choose your own adventure type of deal. If we get enough users, we get enough people active and kind of bringing up topics and bringing up different things for me to explore and engaged in the chat, I could totally see this really being a really fun and engaging type of user experience. And living, what's that word? Vicariously through my stream, to be honest with you.
Right. Derek, I see your question, or I see your comment there, and I kind of agree. And I feel like I'm going to be very similar to that. I'm going to be going through. I'm going to be, looking, and I'll be finding whatever I can, and just kind of exploring. I do want, like I've been saying, I do really want to find the language, and I want to find those Rosetta Stones, or I can't remember what they're called, but I really want to find out the language of whatever race I'm going to be encountering. I really find that very fascinating, and I want to see how it affects. I want to actually see if you can, like, literally hear what the aliens are saying, or if it's just text on the computer screen. I think either way, I think it's going to be cool. But in terms of what Jeff was saying earlier, I would definitely try to find my way to the center of the universe, and I would definitely try to know what my steps are and what I need to get to be able to get there. I think that's gonna be my thing. I think I'm really probably gonna ping a planet, find specific resources that I need, and I'm gonna probably try to search for those Rosetta Stones. I think that's my goal.
I think so too.
I think that's my ultimate goal.
Because you want to build up your faction stance or status.
I don't even know if I want to build it up. I just want to understand.
You're a language guy. He's foreign people. He's all right.
Yeah. You say you have you're two citizens. I can have two citizenships.
He's actually
totally.
True. Yeah, no, he's right.
Yeah, I mean, we're in Chicago, so I mean, my people here, next largest population in the world, are Polish. So
I was gonna say, you gotta specify.
Right. Well, it's kind of fun to lead up to it, but yeah, I mean, bilingual, the whole shebang. So
I know. ¿Cómo está? Muy bien, gracias.
Yeah.
That's about it. That's as bilingual as I get.
Right.
That's as bilingual as we get from northern Michigan. All right, man. I grew up on the farm.
Yeah.
Come on, we
you got some places up there too. Kind of towards the west side that are, you still have the Polish and you still have the Germans over there. So.
Oh yeah, we have Detroit is
Polish.
Kind of very
Polish and
Greek.
Arabic.
Oh, very.
Yeah.
Very it's the number one.
Or is it? Yeah.
It's I think it's the number one population of Arab Americans.
It's pretty
In
cool.
America.
It's an awesome place. I like going there.
Oh, my father grew up in Dearborn.
Yeah.
Which is just outside of Detroit, and no, we go back there every year. It's great. It's calm. It's quiet. It's outside of Detroit. You don't have to deal with all the
Anything
crap.
outside of Detroit.
It's very, very nice. Trust me. Anything outside of Detroit, I mean.
There's your own No Man's Sky right there.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, you want a wasteland to go adventure in? Yeah, you just go to downtown Detroit.
Yep.
Go have fun down there.
Yep.
Or actually, just
outside of downtown.
just east of Jefferson Street.
There you
Just past Grosse Pointe Yacht Club. Have a good time.
Anyway.
So, so I think we're just gonna stand neutral on this whole rumor stuff. We're just gonna stand by, and Patrick and I are in complete agreement. If the game is delayed, the game's delayed, man, and they got a good reason for it. Sean Murray would not delay the game for some trivial political bullshit. He wouldn't. He's gonna do it because something in the math isn't right, something in the engineering isn't right, something. If it's true, I feel like I need to like say that every single time we even allude to the fact that this rumor could be true. Because it's just so much bullshit. At the same time, there's no confirmation. There's no nothing. There's some GameStop people taking screenshots of their marketing book and saying, hey, we don't really know what this means, but we're going to go ahead and post it on social media and create a massive stir of crap. And I feel as though that's what it is. I really do.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's just my stance on it. Big companies just have way more control over massive announcements that they know. And Sony has backed this game. They're doing all the marketing for it. They're putting up all the marketing dollars for it.
Yep.
Like you just, it's just way too. It's working for an agency. It sniffs way too fishy of a marketing scheme.
Right.
It really does. 100%.
Yeah, that was one of the first things I even said. I mean, it was like...
And a good one, actually.
Yeah.
And a really damn good one. I'm actually trying to figure out how I can replicate it right now. I'm 100%.
Totally
I put it on the whiteboard for us to figure out. Like, for our engineering team to, actually figure it out. Yeah. 100% put it on the damn whiteboard.
Yeah.
Dude, this is going to be a case study that unis freaking teach years to come. So, I am dubbing it. I'm telling you, trademarked right now. Social troll marketing. Somebody else uses it,
boom.
There's not a whole lot I can do about it.
Right. No, it's totally interesting.
It just is what it is.
Yeah,
you just gotta take it with a grain of salt and we gotta wait until Hello Games or some PlayStation come out
until release day
with an actual announcement.
Yep.
We all thought it would come today. It did not. Everybody's anticipating it coming tomorrow. If it doesn't come, then just chill out and wait till the 21st. Everything will be groovy. And you get to play No Man's Sky. Patrick and I actually got the limited edition. And I'm super excited. I'm actually more excited about the comic and the book.
Yeah, I am kind of really super...
The game is going to be great, but yeah, no,
I'm very curious about the first few minutes of the game. I mean, nobody knows anything about it right now.
Well, we do. We do.
Okay, maybe a little bit.
I mean, we don't know how technical it's going to be. The biggest thing that we really don't know is how deep it's really going to run.
Yeah.
That's the only... We know the overall mechanics of the gameplay.
Yep.
We've all seen that.
Yep.
We just don't know how really deep you're going to have to go in terms of mining resources, collecting units. Like, how much does a ship cost?
Right. Or finding your first ship, even. I think that would be pretty cool.
Well, he says that you get your first ship.
Well, you have...
And it's in relative distance of your...
Okay. So you just pick it up?
Pretty much.
Oh.
Yeah.
I don't want to hunt for my shit.
Yeah, but you're one of those guys that plays Fallout 4 on survival mode.
Yeah.
And then forgets to save.
Oh, believe me, the special edition stuff... Sorry, I'm kind of segueing here. The special edition was totally a fluke. I was at work, and I was just searching on the websites, and it was available for pre-order, and I was just like... I dropped my phone. I dropped everything. I was literally just shaking, and it's like, all right, I'm picking it up. I did it as quick as I could. And everything, and I got it. I got to Jeff as quick as I could, and we both got it in that little window. Was it on Monday?
Yeah. What?
Yeah.
No, the 23rd.
23rd.
Because trust me, I've been checking my GameStop pre-order status just to make sure that nothing has changed.
Mhm.
And yeah, it was the 23rd. So yeah, that was Monday. Yeah.
Yeah, 23rd was Friday, wasn't it? I don't even know. No, it was Monday.
What is today? The 26th.
26th.
Today's the 26th. We both work in the offices. Come on,
Yeah,
man. You
it's
can't blame us
stressful.
for not knowing the date.
No.
So, no, yeah, he honestly, he texted me, and I immediately, I think I was definitely in the middle of a spreadsheet, and like I had to really focus on budgets, and completely dropped everything, and honestly invested the most I possibly could into getting not only the limited edition, but getting it on one day's
Day one.
Day one. So we and it was funny because I actually did the Newegg and the GameStop side by side and
Yep.
got all the way to actually
Same
confirming. But the Newegg one day shipping was actually like $20 where the GameStop was 14, and you got all the bonuses through GameStop.
Yeah.
Which actually brings in a good point.
Yeah.
I saw that you potentially do not get your bonuses until like a day or two after. You don't get your code like emailed until a day or two after the game release. Is that true?
I don't know. If it happens, it happens, you know?
Oh no, I just read it in the disclaimer.
It could be. I mean,
Does anybody know in the chat? I'm going to throw it out the chat. Does anybody know?
Yeah, with
know
any of the pre-order. Like I said, I've never pre-ordered anything.
Yeah, neither have I.
So
Neither
I
have
don't
I.
know how it totally works.
So yeah, if anybody in the chat knows how that code with the pre-order and all your bonuses deals work,
Yeah, we're
that'd be
special.
great. Because if you pre-order the normal edition or you go in and get it and pick it up
You
at
get the same
GameStop, your
things,
receipt
it's
but
just-
your receipt actually has the code,
Oh, yeah.
so you can apply it immediately. Pre-order for the limited edition is online only. You can't go into the GameStop store and pick up your limited edition. That's not how it works. It has to be shipped to your house or to your office, which I'm doing. I'm having it shipped to my office.
Right.
Right.
It was all
yeah.
done online. So,
Derek,
yeah.
you're exactly correct. With the receipt at GameStop, that is for the standard edition.
Yep.
The limited edition, unfortunately, you cannot pick up at GameStop. It is actually going to only be...
Well, when they did have it initially, like you could pick it up at the store, and I've talked with the people at the store. So, but the one that we got was only mail.
Oh, was it that only just the second phase kind of?
Yeah, because I called that day, that same time. I actually called them. I called the store.
So the first round you could actually pick it up at the store then.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh.
You can actually do the pre-order at
Derek.
the store.
Derek, I stand correct. No, man. Hey, no, Derek. You're right, man. I throw up my hands here. First rounders apparently can pick it up at the store. I stand corrected.
If you did it, like because when I originally went there, I was talking with the GameStop. The guys, you know, they're kind of near my work, so by the Target over there, and yeah, they were saying that some of the guys were actually I was talking to one guy that said, you know, there's a grapevine kind of stuff where somebody's canceling their pre-order, and if you come in on day one, they might actually have a pre-order. So that was one of the things I was kind of holding up for initially. But yeah, so some of the stores are going to have some of the pre-orders
Interesting.
with the limited editions,
That's awesome.
but I don't know how many.
So it was interesting. I actually saw somebody comparing the limited edition release for the PlayStation 4 and the the Elite release
the one
for
with the
the
statue?
for the PC.
Yeah,
And there was so much back and forth on what people would actually prefer. Would they prefer the model? Would they prefer the comic and the art? It was or the steel case and everything like that. It was so back and forth, and you couldn't really say one kind of beat the other. What do you guys prefer? Would you rather have I think it's a model of an attack fighter.
yeah.
I think it is.
Alpha or something.
You get a
like
pin
that.
too. You get a pin.
which is kind of cool.
It's kind of cool.
I'm sure
I like
those
it.
pins will be available.
I
I
mean, but
think you know
They're only
that's
making
a little-
10,000 because it's a partnership with 8 Gigabyte, I think. I am Gigabyte,
I
something like
guess,
that. I can't remember, to be honest with you, and I apologize if I just slaughtered the name of that brand. But there's only doing 10,000 units, and it's PC only.
Mhm.
PS4, you get the steel box, you get the comic, you get the art, and then you get the 3 GameStop. There's a couple other things in the steel thing, but you get the 3 GameStop upgrades,
Bonuses.
ship, points, and a new multi-tool.
Yeah.
So
I'm
it's
still
like 10,000 units, which
Yeah.
I don't even know how far that would go.
right. I mean, we don't even know the value of money there.
Did you notice, though, in all the live streams, Sean has like 27,000 units? You ever notice that?
No,
Yeah. I noticed that the other day.
more observant than I am.
Yeah, but I'm OCD and
Yeah, that's true.
massively analytical.
Yeah.
So, of course, I noticed that.
I glaze over things and say, "Oh, that's pretty sweet."
Yeah, if you come to seriously, if you come to my office at work, it is completely shrouded in Fallout 4 Funko Pop figures, the little miniatures and the bigger guys. And then I've just started my collection of Doctor Who Funko Pop figures. I have all the I have 9 Nuka-Cola Quantums surrounding my office with a 32-inch monitor. I am a massive nerd. I am just an absolute massive nerd. I will.
I'll
admit that.
test. I'll
Well,
test.
and this has been a development because I used to be a big jock in high school.
Yeah.
I used to be that quintessential jock. Played high school baseball, played college baseball, and all that good jazz. And
Right.
never had even time to play video games. And now that I have this freedom after I blew out my shoulder, it's just like, okay, now I can finally get into what I'm passionate with outside of baseball and
Yeah.
outside of athletics.
Yeah.
I still ride my bike every day to work. I know we're getting kind of off topic here, but this is why I love video games, because it's something that I never got to do when I was a kid. When I was 8 or 9 years old, I started playing baseball, and I hadn't stopped till I was 22, 23 years old after I stopped in the minors.
Mm-hmm.
And this is why I love gaming. I absolutely love it because it's something that I never got to do, and I'm passionate about it, and I am just an absolute nerd at heart, and I absolutely love it.
Yeah.
It's technology and it's math. It's math. It's perfect.
Yep. I'll talk about myself some other time, but yeah, I mean, so Derek's putting up. You've got 3,000 units for turning in 4 discoveries. They also did say that some of those discoveries could be worth a lot more, depending on how rare things are. So we don't know how rare the items were that he submitted or
That's a good point.
uploaded, and we don't know anything about it.
That's a massive point. Derek, I employ you to go out and search for a video. And it is
You
the
do it
second
yourself.
IGN. No.
Yeah.
I know it for a fact
Okay.
for it to be true. He actually gives Ryan McCaffrey from IGN.
McCaffrey.
He gives him the pad, and Ryan goes into a lake, and he finds some cool looking little sun star
Those fish.
fish thing looking guys.
Yeah.
But he also finds 2 cubes at the bottom of that lake, and I want to say that he gets anywhere from about 1,500 to 2,500 units per discovery. Yeah, you do. That's what I'm talking about. He
Yeah.
remembers it. Yeah, he does. So you're right. 10,000 units is,
Might not be a lot.
but at the same time, could the final game have, I guess, for lack of a better
Could be
phrase,
nerfed.
damn it, you stole my phrase. I was totally going to say nerf.
Bam.
I hate you.
Bam.
Could they have nerfed that sumbitch? Hey, 10,000 units.
We don't know.
We don't know.
I mean, shoot. Just
We're
look at real currency in
We're not the
the
programmers.
world right now. I mean, you go to what is it, Vietnam or Thailand? No, Vietnam. Like 10,000. I don't know what their currency is, but I mean, some of their stuff is in the billions.
Well, currency exchanges here.
Well, I mean,
It's
you can
everywhere.
technically, you can. I mean, there's been videos of monetizing and then
I mean-
like actually finding out the value of a cap in Fallout.
That's a good point.
I mean, you can technically figure it out how much it is with more references.
You could also go on eBay and see how much people are selling those stupid damn caps for. Because people actually make those damn things. It's so funny.
Yeah.
I did get those Nuka-Cola Quantums, though.
Yeah.
I got 8 of them. Well, I got 9 of them, but you have to drink one of them. All right, and you can yell at me all you want, but if you have to. And it's actually quite tasty. It's raspberry lemonade from
Yeah.
Jones, so yeah, it's tasty.
I was looking for it on Christmas. My little nephew's a huge Fallout fan, and he really wanted one. So, but yeah, it was hard to find out here in Chicago.
Yeah, no, Derek actually says I doubt it because he said it was actually close to the final product, and how small changes like that sometimes break random things. Great point.
Yeah, you're right.
This game is so predicated on math and their algorithms and their rules governing that political, Jesus Lord, procedural gameplay. I honestly, they're so open to issue. That's the thing when you rely so heavily on math algorithms.
Right.
And I'm not saying it's a bad method whatsoever. It allows for, and Sean has gone on record saying it allows for a small team to create such a massive game.
Yeah.
That's the one way they could do it. That's probably the only way such a small team could do it. And but it leaves you open. And we've all heard of the bots that go planet to planet to planet, reviewing everything and making sure and kind of reporting any bugs that are going around. But at the same time, man, it's all up to that math algorithm, and that's tough. That leaves you open and susceptible to issue. So I agree with you. Mm-hmm. I really do. But again, we're not confirming or denying. I just want to go on record, man. We're not confirming or denying any rumors, dude.
Nah, man.
No. We're just chilling.
Right, at this point.
Two dudes sitting in a living room in the middle of Chicago.
Talking about,
It's overcast as shit.
I guess.
Oh, either that or it's just getting dark.
Yeah. It's about grilling time.
It is.
These parts of the city.
Yeah, man.
But, I mean, I think it brings up another kind of question in my mind. I think I'm going to cover it in the next time we talk with everybody here. I guess I'll mention it, like, will money be flexible? Is there going to be a value system that will, fluctuate with the way time, kind of progresses through the game? Like a real monetary system.
Like, will a dollar grow in value?
Well, yeah, will the unit grow in value?
Or a unit, yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Well, we all know resources are going to be more valuable with different traders and different solar systems.
Yeah. So, I mean, is that going to be, game-wide, or is it going to be regional, or what? But I think on that note, we should probably end it.
Yeah. I think it's a good time. If anybody has anything else to say, we'll keep it on for another 2 minutes and 20 seconds. And we'll end this thing at a solid 50 minutes. And, I think we're just excited to get the game in hand, to be honest with you. And to be fair, we just want to go again on record saying that there has been no confirmation by Hello Skies, Sony
Hello
PlayStation, Hello Games, Jesus, should have another beer. Hello Games, Sony PlayStation. There's been no confirmation on any delay whatsoever. So, fear not, fellow explorers. We're all good.
Yeah.
Everything's good. I guess just pick up your favorite game for the next 25 days.
I don't even know. I'm a bad fan.
It's like 25 days or something like
so
that.
it's on the 21st, right?
Yeah.
So yeah.
25 days or something like that. So, but yeah, if you guys have any questions, I think we have we put our email I think on here, so feel free to email us at any time. We also have our Facebook page open now. It's nothing too spectacular, to be honest with you. We're going to be posting videos. The main like guts of this whole thing are going to come to fruition when we actually get the game and we actually start streaming.
Yeah.
We really want to make this kind of like a journal of sorts.
Yeah,
and like
digital journal.
And what Patrick and I are going to do is we're going to specify who's streaming. Like it's going to be Jeff's day one. It's going to be Patrick's day one. It's going to, and those types of things. So you guys get to see the different gameplay and see how differently Patrick and I play the game, if at all. We might play the game the exact same way.
Oh, come on, we play games differently.
But yeah, we definitely do. But it
might be more entertaining to listen to Jeff play too. So.
Well, I think it's going to be super interesting for people to see, okay, Jeff started off on this planet and Patrick started off on this planet. This is how they reacted to that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Okay, Jeff started off on a barren planet where Patrick started off on a fruitful planet. He spent 15 hours on that planet where Jeff just said fuck it and left.
Right.
That's the first F word of the night, by the way, and that's the only one. Just throwing that out there.
Yeah. That's not too bad, actually.
Not bad.
Not bad. We just said Sean Murray like 7 times.
Hey. Sorry. Is he trademarked? Is that name trademarked? Can I not say Sean Murray?
No, that's 8.
Okay,
9,
well, I'm just saying.
Whatever. It's just kind of fun. Little game I played by myself.
I just think this thing is like it's going to really take off once we actually start getting the gameplay on here and getting you guys involved into our adventure. And yeah, Derek goes, I think you need a versus match later one. Oh man, we've actually talked about actually trying to find each other. I'm not gonna lie, we actually have, and he's actually we live right next to each other, so we've actually dabbled with the idea of each other bringing our consoles over and actually playing next to one another,
right?
And actually literally trying to find one another.
Something hilarious
in real time.
Live stream.
In real
Both
time.
Screens.
And yeah, we'd both be live streaming at the same time on different channels, and we'd be able to interact with everybody at the same time and actually be able to find each other on a live stream.
Yeah, that would be hilarious.
So we're hopefully that maybe down the road, couple months.
It's grasping at straws, but yeah. If that's the saying, I don't know American sayings.
It could be really cool.
Yeah.
If we actually could find each other while broadcasting, while doing a live stream, and be able to just. I do the digital high five, if you will, man.
Just shoot each other.
Yeah, just shoot our multi-tools up in the air.
That's just like Chicago.
Exactly. Dude, that's like a normal Thursday night here, I'll tell you what.
Right. Just down the block.
Oh, man. Well, hey, Derek's actually got a couple more comments.
Yeah, I think it'd be fun to be on a deadly planet and see who can survive the longest.
Yeah,
that would be fun.
We actually talked about that. If you were to just wind up on a completely hazardous planet, and I'm sure they have algorithms in place to negate this, but it'd be funny if you just wound up and spawned on the most hazardous frickin' planet possible. Like there's just no way, and you see your ship, you're running, but there's no frickin' way you're gonna get there, and you just keep dying, and you just keep dying, and it's
I would laugh.
There's gotta be like
just tunnel underground.
Yeah.
To see how creative you can get.
Oh my god, could you imagine if a person's experience was like they popped in the game, spawn, die, because they're on such a hazardous planet that they can't even do it.
No, I think it would be awfully funny to watch.
It would not be funny to watch. I would feel bad for that person. I really would. Their No Man's Sky experience would be ruined in like 30 seconds. Literally 30 seconds.
Spawn in and die.
Oh my god, it would be like I can't even.
Spawn camping in Battlefield.
Yeah.
There you go.
Those sons of bitches. All right. Well, we actually have a new comment here from Beast Mode Beaver. How do you like the game? I think we absolutely can attest. Both Patrick and I, we love the game.
As much as we
know about the game.
Yeah.
It's as much as we know about the game. And for Patrick and I, it's a game that really speaks to us.
Yeah.
In terms of exploring and just taking your time in games and not being this rushed type of pressured gameplay with fetch quests and missions and things of that nature, and that really speaks to me personally. Patrick, if you want to speak to this, it really speaks to the kind of
exploration,
relax,
the side of you that
just
you
chill
can't
out.
necessarily. Well, I guess you could do, but
you can play combative.
Yeah,
you can play it 100% combative. Join pirates. Do all you want to do, but that's just not how. I'm not going to play the game that way. I'm going to 100% be as passive as I can. I'm going to play it like 100% explorer. If I have to whip out my weapon, I will. But I'm really going to try and avoid a lot of conflict.
Yeah.
I'm going to really play it like freaking Star Trek exploration. Don't mess up the planetary habitat and just get in and out of Dodge.
There you go.
Fix what's broken, if anything, and get in and out.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be fun exploring something. Like I said, it's always been a dream. I probably am talking, for countless other people out there that it's always been a dream to, just leave the atmosphere and just see how it is in space.
Yeah, and I played Elite, and that game has been great for just generations, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's had since the early days of gaming. Elite has been wonderful, but it's just so hard, and that's the best way I can describe it. It's very, very intricate. It's very detail oriented. It's very, very difficult. And even I have Elite Dangerous on Xbox One, and I put probably 5 to 10 hours of gameplay into it, and still the training sessions are hard. They're hard. They're just difficult. It's a different sort of gameplay, and even Sean goes on record of saying that they wanted this to be a very, very user-friendly sort of arcadey type of gameplay.
Yeah.
Where it was very user-friendly. Like, when you enter an atmosphere, it writes you.
That's awesome.
Elite Dangerous, if you were coming in too hot, if you could land on a planet in Elite Dangerous, I guarantee you would have to traject your alignment and keep
the strongest part of the heat shield down.
Oh, you would have to come in at a certain velocity so you didn't get too much. I can imagine. So I think they've made this game very, very user friendly, which makes it again very, very intricate and very, very detailed.
Mm-hmm.
And that again makes the coding and the programming very, very hard. All right. Well, I think after that little end rant, I think we should probably call it a night.
Yeah. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah. No.
It's awesome when we get to just speak with and reply and kind of share ideas with other people, and that's what this is all about right now.
Yeah, it's just an open forum, to be honest with you guys.
Have fun.
And Patrick and I said it in different streams. We're not experts.
No.
I mean, neither of us are programmers. I mean, we love games.
Mm-hmm.
We like playing games. Does that make us experts? Of course not.
No.
Does not make us experts whatsoever.
Having somebody who has a similar
Well, it's
mindset.
going to be fun because all you guys subscribing to our channel, we just like talking about games with gamers like you guys because you guys are interesting. You guys are awesome. We love interacting with individuals like you and getting your thoughts on things.
Yeah.